For any business, purchase management is an inevitable and significant component. So, with effective purchase decisions and strategies, companies can have significant cost savings. So, in Order 15, we have a purchase management module that handles all purchase related operations. So, the procurement processes are handled by purchase department, and buying materials, services, and other goods required for manufacturing the product that has to be delivered to the customer is a responsibility of the purchase department of the company. So, through effective purchase management, product costs can be reduced and we can improve the sales. So, the purchase module of Odoo helps you in keep track of purchase quotations, that is, request for quotations, then purchase orders, then purchase agreements, and then we can configure your own purchase agreement type. And here we can manage the products and product variants, and you can also configure product categories and the product's attributes and units of measures. And apart from the basic purchase factors, with Odoo purchase module, you can manage vendors details. We can create and manage vendors and vendor price list. And Odoo purchase module also allows us to view reports regarding the purchases. So we have purchase analysis report. So let's go through all of the features available in purchase management module. So first and most important thing is to generate a request for quotation. So here we have a purchase dashboard that shows all the requests for quotations created and which are in different states, like the request for quotations that need to be sent, then in waiting stage, and here we can find we have 14 requests for quotation in late state. And you can also manage your request for quotation, that is, users can manage their own request for quotations. So here for this user, you can see 13 requests for quotations are created and 14 are in late state. Now we can see to send is 12. So here you can see as we have confirmed one, according to that, the count is updated here. And along with this, you can find the average order value. So total amount can be viewed and the total purchased last 7 days and the total lead time to purchase. Then here we can find a count of RFQs sent last 7 days. So by looking at this dashboard, you can get an overall view of your request for quotations. And below we have a list view that shows a request for quotations with few details like the reference number, purchase reference number, then the confirmation date of the request for quotation, and the vendor for which we are creating the request for quotation, and the receipt date, purchase representative, then the total amount, then the status of your quotation. And if you have planned any activities, that also can be viewed from this list view. And along with this list view, you can find a lot of other views. So we can switch to Kanban view. Then we have pivot view where these quotations are represented in a pivot table. And we have graph view and calendar view. And we also have a lot of filters and grouping options. So here, suppose if you want to view the request for quotations that need to be approved, you can just use that filter option and we can filter by order date, then waiting request for quotations, then request for quotations with warnings. And we can group these quotations by vendor. So here for Azure Interior, you can see the total quotations created, and then we can group by purchase representative, then order date. So like this way, according to your business requirement, you can filter and group these requests for quotations. And in order to create a new request for quotation, you can just click on this create button. Here we can choose the vendor name, and we can add a vendor reference. Then if you have created any purchase agreement, that can be chosen from here. And here we can set a currency for your RFQ, then the order deadline, and the receipt date. So receipt date is the delivery date promised by the vendor. So it is a date that is used to determine the expected arrival of products. And after setting the receipt date, we can send confirmation email to the vendor some days before the expected receipt date. So, and we can ask them to confirm the exact date. And to this quotation, we can add products or services. And after that, we can save this and send this quotation as email to the vendor. So we can send the request for quotation. So the status is changed according to that, and we can confirm the order. So the request for quotation will be confirmed to purchase order. And you can see this quotation is locked. So you can manager can unlock this by clicking on this button. And after confirmation, we can receive the products in our stock. So here we have to validate it. And as we have enabled tracking for this product, we have to add lot or serial number. After that, we can validate it. Then we can create bill for this purchase order. So bill can be created for ordered quantities or for delivered quantities depending upon the bill control policy set on the product. So after providing the bill date, we can confirm this bill, and after making the payment, like if payment is done, it can be registered. So this is how simply we create a request for quotation. And if you have any doubts regarding this generation of request for quotation, you can check the link above. We have done a detailed video on how to create a request for quotation or purchase order in Odoo 15. And if you want to track purchase orders, that is confirmed request for quotations, here we can view that, and you can see the billing status of each of your purchase orders. Like here we have fully billed purchase orders, then bills that, then orders that are waiting for bill. So here we can add filters. And then you can create and manage vendors by clicking on this. So we already have one vendor, and if you want to create a new vendor, just click on create button and provide a name, address, phone number, mobile. Can add multiple contacts and addresses. Then it can add default details related to sales and purchase. Then accounting details, including the accounting entries, bank accounts, then membership details of this vendor. And after that, we can save the form. So depending upon the default details set on the vendor form, you can So here I'm adding purchase payment term as 15 days. Payment method, I'm setting default one as manual. Setting received reminder as 4 days. Then supplier currency as USD. Now here if you create purchase order, you can choose a vendor. You can see automatically the details set inside the vendor is filled here. Then here we can configure vendor price list. So we can create set of price rules for specific group of buyers and for a specific period of time or for specific products. So businesses can make changes in the prices according to the competition in the market or as per some specific seasons and occasions. So here we can see the different price lists that we have created. Can view the vendor, then delivery lead time of the price list, then the product for which the price list is created, for how much quantity, then the unit price. Then next come the most important part of purchase management, that is purchase agreement. So these purchase agreements are a kind of contract or agreement between the customer and supplier which deals with the terms and conditions regarding the business transaction. So this agreement must be agreed by both the parties, that is the vendor and customer. So here we can view all the agreements created. So we have one agreement created and you can see the agreement type is called for tender. So in Odoo, we have two types of agreement, basically, that is call for tender and blanket order. So we can enable this option from purchase configuration settings. Here we can find that. So in the case of call for tenders, we generate requests for quotations for different vendors for a given set of products. And we can compare the offers and choose the most appropriate one. And in the case of blanket order, actually we are creating an agreement with a selected vendor. And we have discussed in detail about different kinds of purchase agreements in Odoo 15. So you can check the link above to know more about it. And here you can see the purchase agreement types and you can create your own agreement type and use it to create a new agreement. And after creating an agreement, you can choose this agreement inside your quotation. Here we have the field purchase agreement. So you can see the details inside that agreement is filled inside this quotation. Then here we can manage our products and product variants. So we have seen in our sales module also, there also we can manage products. So products are shown in a Kanban view and list view, and we can filter the required product. Like if you have added any product to favorites, that can be viewed by using the filter favorites, and we can view expense products, products that can be sold, and products that available in point of sale, in purchase products. So by default, in purchase module, the products are filtered by the products that can be purchased. And we can group this by product category, product type, and here we can manage our product variants. Then we can group or classify the products using product categories. So here we can create and configure product categories. Like here we have service products, then software, then render products, all saleable products. So here we can add account properties, then inventory valuation methods, including costing method and inventory valuation method for your category. And this category can be set inside the product form. That is, inside the product form, you can choose the category. Then here we can manage unit of measures and its categories. So after creating unit of measures, you can set it as a default unit of measure for purchase from this product form. So here, if I set the default purchase unit of measure for this armchair as dozens, and if I create a purchase order for this product, you can see the unit of measure is set as dozen by default. So like this way, you can create more categories and add unit of measure under that categories. The next we have purchase analysis report. So we can analyze the performance of your purchases by looking at these reports. So let's open the purchase analysis report. So if your company regularly purchases products and you have several reasons to track and analyze your performance. So these reports will help you to get better forecast and plan your future orders. So right now we can see a graph view where we can view the untaxed total amount and we can view the purchase date. So if you want to view the quantity ordered, then the total amount or the count of purchase on different dates, that is on different confirmation dates, you can find that from this report. And you can switch to other charts like we have pie chart, bar chart, and we can apply filters on this report. Like if you only want to view the request for quotation, you can use this filter. Then you can, if you only want to view the purchase orders, that is confirmed orders, you can use this. And we can filter by order date, confirmation date. Like if you want to view the report of October 2021, you can do that. And here we can add custom filters according to your requirement. Then we can group this by vendor country. Then if you want to view the report by product, you can add that also. Then product category. And we can compare the purchase report with the previous period or previous year. And this report is also represented in pivot view where you can find the pivot table. So here we can add fields like you can find a lot of measures if you want to view quantity ordered, quantity received, that can be added to this table. And you can also find here a button to insert this pivot table data to a spreadsheet. So you can choose a spreadsheet, like if you have an existing one and if you want to update that sheet, you can choose that and click on confirm, or you can create a new spreadsheet and add the details. So make sure that you have installed spreadsheet from Odoo apps, then only you can insert this detail to spreadsheet and manage in your documents module. And here we also have a dashboard view. So here we can get a quick overview of your actual performance, and by default, this dashboard displays a line chart presenting the untaxed amount of your purchase orders per day. And below this, you can find key metrics and a pivot table. So here we can find the total purchase amount, then untaxed total, average days to purchase, average received delay in days. So to this pivot table of, so you can add fields and we can by company, enter. Then in order 15, you have a new menu under reporting. So here you can find the dashboard. So directly by clicking on this, you get, so these are the reports available in purchase. And here when you go to configuration settings, you can find a lot of other options inside our purchase, like including purchase order approval. So this purchase order approval, it is used to request managers to approve orders above a minimum amount. So if you're purchasing a product, like some products above a particular amount, then sometimes we require the approval from managers. So to do that, we have to enable this option. And then we can set warnings on products or vendors. And you can see purchase agreements and receipt reminder that we have seen before. Then we can lock purchase orders to prevent from editing. And you can set a default bill control policy for your company. Then in purchase management module, we have a feature called three-way matching that is used to make sure that you are paying bills for which you receive the goods you ordered. So three-way matching is done by comparing the quantities in purchase order, description, and the vendor bill. So we have done a detailed video on how this three-way matching is done in Odoo 15 purchase management. Then here we can find some product related features. Here we can activate product variants, then product packagings, then variant grid entry to choose variants for purchase order from a grid view. And then comes a feature drop shipping. So this is used to directly deliver goods from vendors to customers. So using this, you can request your vendors to deliver products directly to customers. So in this case, we are not storing the products in our stock. So if a customer orders a product and if you have enabled drop shipping, then after sale order confirmation, automatically a request for quotation will be generated. So we have gone through different features available in purchase management module. And if you have any doubts regarding this module, you can add your comments below. And don't forget to check our description box. We have provided some related videos. So that's all for this video and thanks for watching.